This video demonstrates the wave-to-lip algorithm. The presented media is lip-syncing what I am saying, and its lip movements are being animated in accordance to my speaking. Hopefully, this tutorial was easy to understand and follow. About a month ago, Drake put out this video where they used the wave-to-lip algorithm to essentially mask lip movements and lip-syncing to the lyrics of the song that they were rapping. This tutorial will be fast and a concise way of attempting to show how they did it and how you can implement it in your video editing. So look at the screen. In the first step, you want to make these two folders. One with an uppercase W, lowercase AV, the number 2, lowercase L, I, P. And the second folder will be an uppercase W, lowercase AV, the number 2, uppercase L, lowercase I, P. Make sure there are no spaces in any of these folders in their names. Again, if you're confused, look at the screen and copy exactly how these folders are named into your Google Drive. So up next, you're going to want to Google Wave2Lip GitHub, or you can go to the description below and click the link. We're going to scroll down on this GitHub page and we're going to look at this particular link. It's the Wave2, the number 2, lip plus GAN, gone, and then all we have to do is click the link button and we're going to download a special file that we're going to need later on. After you've downloaded that file, you're going to want to take that file from your desktop and put it into the capital W, lowercase AV, number 2, lowercase L, IP folder. Drop the file that you've downloaded from the GitHub link into this folder. Next, in the capital W, lowercase AV, number 2, capital L, lowercase IP folder, you're going to want to put your media files in here. So when it comes to your media files, you want to make sure they're all in MP4 format. Even the still pictures, you're going to want to put it into an MP4 format. Also, the audio file, you want the images or video content to lip sync. So the audio that you want the images to speak, you want that to be in a .wav format. And you also want to put it inside of the aforementioned folder, the folder with the 2 uppercase letters, the W and the uppercase L. If you look at the video right now, if you look at your screen, you can see that I'm in a video editor. I'm in Vegas 19 Pro, and I'm cutting up a video so that it's the same length of the audio I'm trying to have lip synced. Now, what you have to keep in mind is you have to make sure every single frame in the video, every single frame has a face in it. So make sure that even in the beginning of the video and at the end of the video, there's no black frames, there's no frames without a face. If there is a frame without a face in it, the algorithm will not work. This requires that you go through a video with the video editor and you cut out the necessary spots that you want to cut out and include a face in every single frame. Next, you're going to want to go to the Google Colab that I put in the description or from the GitHub itself. And basically, if I scroll down quickly, you can see that there are these little tiny brackets next to these cells. Well, you're going to have to click each and every single one of these. So follow the video exactly how I'm doing it, and you should have the results. So we're going to go through, click these little play buttons. And first, it's going to ask you to connect your Google Drive from your Google account. So when I click this particular button, it's going to ask for permission to mount the Google Drive. And pretty much you just sign in with Google. You choose an account. This is the account I'm choosing. And you just allow access so the Google Notebook can connect to your Google Drive. Then we're going to move on to the next cell. And we're going to clone the GitHub repository. So just simply follow along, look at the screen. I'm going to collapse each box that I just previously ran so I don't confuse myself. So I click this particular button, it cloned the GitHub repository, and then basically I'm just going to go through the whole entire process of clicking all of these play buttons until I get to a particular cell. So right now I'm going to the get the prerequisites right after this is done loading. So it's going to uninstall the TensorFlow. You don't really have to worry about that. Maybe I'll go into what these terms mean in a future video, but just simply click run. Now it's going to ask you yes, just type in Y Like if you want to proceed with this particular cell, just type in Y and click enter. Now, when you click enter, it may look like you have to type in something else again, but you don't have to. Just ignore that. That's like a bit of a sort of, I guess, a loading error. So just ignore that. It's still running. Don't think you have to type anything else. So it has successfully uninstalled the TensorFlow. So next, we're going to want to go to the next cell. Remember, we're just going to go through each cell. If you're having trouble, just follow along, because I guess this would make it a bit more, understandable if you can actually see and hear my commentary and just literally copy what I'm doing, just in case you have any troubleshooting issues. So this part is going to be, I think this is a bit of a long part. I'm looking at it in the pre-recorded editing. So we're just going to run this cell. And it's going to install the resources and the requirements necessary for the algorithm to work. So I've sped that portion up, and now we're going to run the next cell. And just let it load, let it do its thing. And again, in the future, I may go over the technical terms and just what's really going on in terms of the coding aspect in this Google Colab and GitHub project. So now we're going to try it. So first, you want to replace the input_vid and the input_audio with your media content, so the title of your media content. Be sure not to change the extension. So we're going to be working primarily with MP4s and WAVs. So over here, as you can see, I'm going to highlight all of the input_vid video. So input_vid is going to be replaced with my video from my Google Drive that I uploaded. So I titled that video just the number one, like the actual number one .mp4. So we're going to go through all the cells in which input_vid appears, all the editable cells, and then we're going to be replacing that. Now for the audio, we're just going to put in the name of the audio file, which is voice.wav for me. So I've highlighted all the parts where input_audio appears, and we're just going to change it to voice.wav. So just copy what I'm doing and name the files with their respective titles that you put into your folder. The wave folder with the uppercase L, wave2 uppercase L. So now that we have everything worked out, we're going to run the cell. So just click the play button. In this portion, or at least the next cell, it'll take a bit longer. So I'm going to speed up this particular section. If you have an error in this section, it simply means that your videos didn't have, a face in every single frame. So I'm going to speed up this section right now. So when the video is done rendering, you're going to want to click the little folder button on the left-hand side, the little folder icon. You're going to want to click the wave number 2 lip folder, and then you're going to want to go to the results folder, and in the results folder you're going to see your generated media, and that's the end of this video. Hopefully it was clear to understand, and yeah, this was a first attempt at it. Now I just want to talk about a little bit of an issue that we had here. Basically the head movement was going around too much, it wasn't accurate. So if you wanted to do this on a moving target, first you probably shouldn't try to get the target as still and as motionless in frame, and then if you have to, copy their lip synced movements and mask it onto another object that you're trying to, I guess impose on or whatever. But this is basically the process of doing the whole lip syncing. Hopefully this has helped you out. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Peace. This video demonstrates the wave-to-lip algorithm. The presented media is lip-syncing what I am saying, and its lip movements are being animated in accordance to my speaking. Hopefully this tutorial was easy to understand and follow.